saints go marching in. Oh, when the saints go marching in.
After hundreds of battles throughout the season, we finally determine a champion tonight. As EA Sports coverage of the NFL brings you the biggest game of them all, the Super Bowl. Tonight, with a hallowed Lombardi trophy in the building, it's a battle to raise it at midfield between the New York Jets and the New Orleans Saints. After weeks of lead-up, it's finally time for the game itself. Here we go in Super Bowl 69. Returnable from the 2. Only manages to get this back to the 20 before he's taken down.
At their own 20-yard line.
Let's get this show on the road. It is 1st and 10.
Here we go.
Sending him on the dime. Dropped by the first guy he met. No gain on that first down run.
I don't think that's the amount that they were looking for there, Kate. It lead to some shuffling around here in the playbook. An aggressive call on second.
Last run, not a lot of help, Brock. 9 to go now on second down.
19 Lions, 60 Eagles, 18 Pioneers, Mustang 19, 60 Bobcats.
Back to throw. Has a man on target to Thornton. They're going to bring him down just after he crosses the 50. It's a 30-yard gain, Brock, so unsurprisingly, that gives him a first down.
Gain of 30. First down, Jets.
Lone back in the backfield, and he gets the handoff. That's a Super Bowl caliber stop right there as they finish that play off behind the line. And it's not just some quarterbacks, Brock Hewitt, who've got to have short memories. You tell me this too, defenses need them sometime as well.
Yeah, 100%. You give up a big run, well, too bad. No time to dwell on it because you got to line up, buckle up that chin strap, and try to knock them backwards.
Interception. Oh, he put him in the spin cycle. So we take possession in enemy territory as that return gets him across midfield. Well, we all know this is a player who's proven that he can weather an early setback and soldier on. It's going to be tested again after his first series ends in an interception.
Yeah, that's right, Kate. You don't get mentioned as one of the league's better passers if you can't shake off an early turnover. Now, his defense has got to pick him up.
Here's 1st and 10 from the 47. Now run here with Amari Huntington. He'll be stopped after just about a yard. 2nd and 9 coming up.
This offense has now left some ground to make up a little bit here on 2nd down. After that drive starts with a very minimal gain.
Run only gained a yard. That means it's 2nd and 9. field. And he's brought down at about that 47-yard line. An 18-yard pickup there. And that's good for a Saints first down.
I know the Combine tries to test everything it possibly can physically, but I don't know how you test courage at the Combine because there's nobody defending you. Nobody wants to hit you. That was the epitome of courage to make that in cut and make the catch.
And keep this drive moving, partner. Here's another 1st and 10.
Yellow. Yellow, yellow.
Shotgun give to Hampton. And finally, they're able to bring him to the ground. Call it 9 yards. Looked like a first for a moment. It's 2nd and 1.
It's a gain of 9.
Hey, look, Kate, you can't just ask one tackler to go mano-a-mano and stop this guy. You got to have the cavalry coming. One guy makes a hit, the others are there to clean up and pile on because one-on-one, he's going to run right through you.
Draw play here. Hampton. Right through the middle of the field. And he stopped as we get closer to our first points of this ball game. It's going to be 1st and goal now.
That result right there is why coaches all across all levels of football defense talk about good, solid tackling, Kate. It's not just to hear themselves talk. It's to make sure that when you can bring a guy down, you're able to and keep them from piling on those yards.
First down, and they go right back to him. And he barrels across for the touchdown. The Saints parlay the interception into points. For the offense, you gotta love it, Brock. Points to begin the game as he runs it in for an opening drive touchdown.
And you've got one very happy running back right over there on the sideline right now. These backs, they do feel the pressure to find the end zone every single week. It's not easy to do. But to do it this early and get out of the way, big time.
On is the Saints kickoff team to tee it up and send it away. He's going to field this at the 2. He's brought down inside the 20 on an uneventful effort.
At their own 18-yard line.
Jets getting ready for this 1st and 10. Give left side. That's a Super Bowl caliber stop right there as they finish that play out behind the line. The line between safeties and linebackers gets real blurred on plays like that, Brock. He handled that one just like a Mike would have.
Yeah, if injuries were to ever crop up, Kate, I bet he could handle the linebacker spot for them as well. Just tremendous diagnosis in that run support.
Has him on the quick hitter. And he gets leveled just before he reaches the marker, and that hit prevents a first down.
14-yard pickup, but it's 3rd down.
The handoff on 3rd and short. He'll go down after pushing this up to the 29. Which is a gain of 3 there. And that's good for a Jets first down.
Win the early battle. Get a little leverage. Low man wins off the line, and that's all that was needed to ensure that first down right there.
Coming to the line for another 1st and 10. Back-to-back carries here. Rolling into enemy territory. Oh, he drops and cuts to the right sideline. Touchdown, New York! The Jets cut it to a low point on the scoreboard. Wow, just sensational speed from the back that time, Brock. He found a seam, got through it, and he was gone.
You know, it's one thing, Kate, to have singles hitters, right? And you love those and you appreciate guys that can get on base. But it's the home run hitters that are the difference makers, and what a big-time effort.
We've got a tie ball game now as they send this away. Okay, well, that one's over the 20, the landing zone, and almost everything else we got here today. So that football coming out to our 35-yard line. defense enjoying some good field position to start this drive off. 1st and 10 coming up.
Ready.
First plays the design run. And they're going to bring him down just a moment before he's able to break it across midfield. A dose of the hurry-up offense here.
First and 10 at the 48-yard line.
Hey, Ripley, Ripley. Hey, Ripley.
We're a quarter of the way done in Super Bowl 69. Both teams neck and neck so far. More from Minneapolis right after this. Thank you all for joining us. We are back for the second quarter of Super Bowl 69. They're looking at first down here. Out of the gun, they'll give it to him inside. And a couple of teammates combining there for the stop after just 1 yard.
Hey, that's a run that's ho-hum on the stat sheet. But if you see a bigger play on the ground later on, it'll largely be because of a play just like that one, softening up the front and opening the door. Bigger gap in the future.
Need a better result than that last run. It's 2nd and 8. Hampton gets the handoff. They'll cross the 50 and start pushing onto the opposing side of the field. It's a 4-yard pickup, and they need the same now here on 3rd down.
You know, this is an offense that will emphasize the ground game at different points of each and every contest. And as long as they can reliably get gains like this, it's not going to change anytime soon.
Chance to move the chains here on 3rd and 4. Shotgun, they'll give it to him inside. And they get stuffed. He is knocked backwards on the play. That makes it 4th down.
If only this defense could look like that on every play, Kate. They were angry, motivated, focused. And they took that anger out on him and this offense, forcing a 4th down.
The brave call they're making in this situation, Brock. They're going for it on 4th.
Hey, 57, 57. Hey, Sunday, on Sunday. 43, 40.
There we go. It's Mahomes. And it's incomplete. They dialed up their best effort, Brock, but they come up empty. That's going to be a turnover on downs.
Do you think maybe, just maybe, there's a chance of having too much confidence offensively? That's not a spot you want to see a team going for it on 4th down. And now it puts their defense right on the hook to try and pick them up after that miscue on 4th.
Here we go, 72.
On 1st down, they'll run. And I don't think he got beyond the line there. Yep, no gain on the play. It's going to be 2nd down.
Kid, I'll never forget walking into the Hall of Famer, Dwight Freeney's meeting room with those defensive linemen. The late, great John Tierlink, his coach, he had a little sign up in his office, and it was sacks, and that money sign was the S, because ends and D linemen make their money with sacks. But you win games when they stop the run like that for a tackle for loss.
He's going to throw it. Finds a seam down the middle. And he's going to get this down to the 9. That puts him in goal to go. And goes to the hurry up here.
18 Cardinal.
Working inside the red zone. That one connects. And into the end zone. Touchdown, New York. The Jets take a second quarter lead. Now the PAT try coming up. Extra point set right down the middle. And the Jets break that tie and now lead by 7.
14. Saints 7.
On is the Jets kickoff team now to tee it up and send it away. And he mishit this one badly. It's out of bounds short of the 40, and they're going to take over at that spot. So first down from the 41. They fake the handoff. Now Mahomes. That one's complete. Amari on Hampton. And he's tackled after getting this to the opposing 46. A nice gain of 13 yards as it brings up a first down.
Play like this, that's exactly where you want to get him the ball. Right on the outside, where he's got the space and a lot more room to work.
First and 10 now from the 46. Running it with Hampton. He picks up 5 on that first down run, brings up second down.
That's a run that you'll take the result in the NFL every time. A nice play, a solid game, but it's also a run that you know, and you may come back to, because if you were that close to breaking off an explosive one, you really break the backs of a defense.
So it's going to be a second and about 4 on the other side of this 2-minute warning. More of the Super Bowl coming up on EA Sports. Offensive line, this is second and 4.
Yellow, yellow. Argolani. 15.
Operating from the gun, here's Mahomes. It's his running back. And he pushes this down to the 22-yard line. That'll go for an 18-yard gain. And that's good for a new set of downs for New Orleans.
You know, it sure seems like he knew exactly where he was going with that before the snap. That's a pre-snap decision that led to a post-snap first down.
So a new set of downs. Here we go, first and 10.
Yellow. Argolani. I tell it.
Watch twins. Watch twins.
Out of the gun, here's Hampton. Running in the red zone. There it is, touchdown New Orleans! The Saints earn the chance to tie it before halftime.
Okay, that's just simply the difference-making edge that these elite running backs bring to you. A lot of backs can get you 10 yards, 20 yards, but the elite backs, they can take it to the house.
Now we'll see them try the point after. Pressure off left, and it's blocked! And he's thrown down. It was a long shot after the block anyway, and they're unable to add anything on top of that touchdown.
How many times do we get to the end of the game and we look back and go, geez, we never knew what was the defining play. Hey, listen, that was just 1 point. It seems small now, but more than likely in the end, that block and that single point could loom very, very large.
After seeing his point after blocked, he's got to stay out there and kick it off. return starts at the 3. And he's brought down inside the 20 on an uneventful effort. To the line, 1st and 10. Running back motions right. To the air now on 1st and 10. Completed to his running back. And they're going to catch him right as he gets this to the 30. 12 yards on that play, and a good call nets him the 1st.
Sure seems like he knew exactly what he wanted, and he got it going right where he wanted to with the ball off the snap.
So 1st and 10 now from the 30. He's going to throw this one. This one's going to hit the ground. Incomplete. Looking for his running back there. Going to send him back to the drawing board now for 2nd down.
I know that you and I love, Kate, looking at plays, discussing them, and all the different outlets and checkdowns, and usually there's a completion to be had, but not against this defense. Not on that one.
He's going to throw again on 2nd down. He isn't holding up. They're able to drop him. And that pushes him back. 3rd down coming up. Offense to the line fast. Third and long for him here. Buys time, rolling right. Toward the sideline, and he's got it. And he's going to just get this across midfield before he's taken out of bounds. He finds 37 yards on the play to move those chains.
You know, Kate, we often talk about flipping the field in special teams, right? A kick return, a good punt. Well, an explosive play like that does the exact same thing. Look at the difference in field position. By hitting on that shot, you've totally flipped the field and the tone of this drive.
They go play action on 1st down. And there's a man there. It's intercepted. And the Saints get the football back with minimal time to go in our half.
Well, that's now 2, Kate, that they've gotten him for picks in this game, and he's got to be careful. Right? You've got to protect the football. It is the greatest treasure you have as an offense, and this defense, well, they've got 2 in their pocket, and you know they're going to be going after number 3.
1st and 10. Saints find themselves with some good field position starting out. From the gun, it's Mahomes. Incomplete pass, and we're down at 12 seconds remaining.
Just about every play in an NFL game usually has a protagonist and antagonist, a good and a bad. The good there, the courage of that wide receiver. The bad, just could not haul it in.
No luck on 1st down. Here's 2nd and 10. Hampton now up the middle. And is exactly why you rally to the football. Got through one tackle, but the next guy gets him for a loss. We get a timeout. 8 seconds remaining before halftime. Let's see what they went with on third down. Back to throw it. Caught by the tight end, running that corner. And he hits that enemy 25-yard line before he is sent out.
I think my favorite part was the magic he worked after the catch. The way he took the completion and made so much more out of it by adding all the extra yardage.
Only time left for one more snap, Brock, so they're going to run out their field goal unit. This, 42 yards from the right hash. And that one is good. A little longer, but no problem at all. So that's the halfway point of this edition of the NFL on EA Sports. Brock and I will be back right after this. Enough waiting, let's crown a champion, shall we? The second half of the Super Bowl is underway. And we'll have to wait at least a few moments longer for an exciting start to this second half. We've got a touchback. The Saints enjoying some good field position to start this drive off. 1st and 10 coming up.
Hey, 43, 15. Hey, dribble it.
Here's Hampton, open the drive. And this one breaks beautifully as they're going to get it forward to their own 45. They get an even 10 on that play. And that's good for a Saints first down.
1st and 10 at the 45-yard line.
I don't need to. That's the line. 43.
Again, it's Hampton. Can't slip that initial tackle. Stops made for no gain on that first down play.
One thing I can say positive about the execution of that play is at least he didn't go back.
I should probably start a hit, boy, because I got all the hits, boy. All that Drake, you got to chill. I be on my little mouse drill. All that rap to pay your bills. Yeah, I'm on some rappers pay my bills.
Last run, not a lot of help, Brock. 9 to go now on second down. He'll work against the blitz. Defense is too much here. The Jets drag him down. And that pushes him back. 3rd down coming up.
Wow, it has been such a good day offensively for the guys up front. That's actually the first sack by this defense. And now comes the real question mark. Will it lead to more? Or will this offense learn a lesson and get back to the rhythm they've been in protecting?
Will this drive continue? Here comes 3rd down. Here he goes, 3rd and long. He's going to loft this deep down the left sideline. Into a crowd, and the defender comes up with it. Nate Wiggins has got it. And this is going to be a New York touchdown. It's a pick for 6.
Gosh, I love that play on so many levels, Kate. Making the interception already a terrific effort by everybody involved. But to put the cherry on top, to take it all the way back to the house, it required extra effort from everybody, and they get the job done.
That one splits the uprights. And the Jets jump in front now by 5. Well, Brock, hopefully some short memories on offense as they get it right back here on the kickoff after that pick 6. And he got all of that one out of the back of the end zone for a touchback.
At their own 35-yard line.
First and 10. Saints find themselves with some good field position starting out. Pistol now for Mahomes. Short pass brought in. And he'll get it up to the 44.
As any quarterback will tell you over the course of their career, it's not easy to deliver an accurate throw if you're about to get smacked.
Just a yard left to go on second down. That play straight ahead. And he's all the way across midfield down inside that 45-yard line. Give him 13 on that play. And that's good for a new set of downs for New Orleans. Working quickly here.
Hey, 43.
Going to the ground again on throw. And somehow he manages to get back to the line of scrimmage before going down.
Behind the line of scrimmage.
Back to the line they come, second down.
Brings up second and 11 at the Jets' 44-yard line.
15. Easy.
Now it's Mahomes. Lays out. What a catch. Pickup of 12 on that play. And that's good for a Saints first down.
First down. First and 10 at the 31-yard line.
Hero, 15.
6 guard. Check 6 guard.
15.
Here's the lone back on the handoff. Only gets a yard there to make it second and 9.
Okay, this is why you got to be careful to just run it always on first down. You got to break your tendencies. The casual fan, well, that casual fan knew what was coming, but more importantly, this defensive front did too.
Last run only gained a yard. That means it's second and 9. Throwing is Mahomes. Finds his back complete. And he's brought down at the 17-yard line. Working quickly here.
Saints. First and 10 at the 17-yard line.
First and 10, it's Mahomes. Throw left side, complete. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, New Orleans. The Saints take a lead just before the end of the third. So that brought an important score here as they move out in front.
You know, Kate, this is the time of the game where fatigue starts to set in every once in a while, but that right there was a determined-looking drive. They were not going to be denied and able to score and take the lead.
Mahomes leads his troops to the line, going for 2.
The Saints will line up for the 2-point conversion.
Hey, 57. On focus.
All right, they're going to throw for it. And that pass is caught inside the end zone. The 2-point try comes through, and their lead's a field goal now. On is the Saints kickoff team to tee it up and send it away. Returning it from the 4. And that's going to set them up just beyond their own 20. New York offense ready to get going here. It's first and 10. They'll run it from the gun. Dropped by the first guy he met. No gain on that first down run.
I know these DNs love to get to the quarterback. I know that sacks many times equals a bigger payday. But doing the dirty work, playing to run well, that's what the best of the ends do in this league.
Hits it through the middle. And he's out the clear. And he takes it in. Touchdown, New York. The Jets take a lead just before the end of the third. I love plays like this, Brock. Sometimes you just gotta ask your dude, show me what you got, man. Show off those wheels, and he did just that.
Yeah, beauty in simplicity, right? Yep. Now, when you run that fly route, you gotta win right from the jump. You gotta protect yourself from the sideline, too. Don't get pushed to the boundary. Give your quarterback room to throw it up. You can find pay dirt.
The Jets kickoff team now to tee it up and send it away. And he wasn't chancing a return there, putting it out on the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Saints enjoying some good field position to start this drive off. 1st and 10 coming up. To Hampton, and he's only able to power this forward for about 3 yards. Don't touch those remotes for a second, folks. Only 1 quarter left now in Super Bowl 69. It's Saints football, and their title hopes hinge on evening the score. After the 3-yard pickup, it's 2nd and 7.
Yellow.
Out of the gun, it's Mahomes. It is caught left side. And he has it right near midfield, so it's about a yard short. It's a gain of 11 there, and that picks up the first.
That is pretty darn impeccable timing between the two. They hit a curl route of that length. It takes great anticipation and precision by the quarterback, and the receiver on the other end finishing it, doing his job.
Travel like a bond, I'm a traveling man. LAX out to Baltimore, then landed in France. Play some shows out in Germany, then ball in Japan.
Ball just a yard shy of midfield. 1st and 10. To the air, Mahomes. Defender arrives right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free. Incomplete. Well-timed strike by that defender to knock it free. So that brings up 2nd down. Part of what's earned him status, Brock, is one of the league's better tight ends. Are those hands, right? His dependable hands. So shouts to the defense there because he wasn't able to hang on that time.
Kate, it's one thing for these defenders to separate a receiver from the ball, but to do so on a stud tight end, that's big time.
2nd down, still 10 to go after that incomplete pass. Back to throw, Mahomes. And someone stepped in. It's intercepted. And the Jets are going to have it. And he's going to hang on to that football. That's his first career interception.
Well, obviously not the cleanest game without cheap interceptions, but here's the key. This is where mental toughness for a quarterback becomes so critical. And frankly, why some of the best QBs playing today have baseball in their background, because you flush your mistakes. Okay, you strike out and throw an interception, but you got to go get it in that next series. Got to put these interceptions behind and press forward ahead.
Giving an 18-yard pickup there. And it's good for a New York 1st down. Off the play fake, he'll throw. Has it at the 7. And he goes out of bounds. That's going to set up 1st and goal.
You know I love those chunk completions. They're so critical. Those chunk plays, they lead statistically so often to scoring. And then when you get it to a tight end and play action, it's just a little icing on the cake.
So some defensive initiative in that goal to go, Brock. They take him down behind the line. Second and goal coming up.
Second and goal at the Saints' 11-yard line.
Looking in the air here. And he has it down in the 8-yard line on the play. Offense in the hurry up here. Free play here. Let's see what he does. Catches made in close. And he's across for the touchdown. And that flag is not going to stop this celebration. They know that's an offsides call. Now they'll see if they can tack on one more. The point after splits the uprights. And the Jets drive their lead to 11.
Jets 31. Saints 24.
On is the Jets kickoff team now to tee it up and send it away. And that one flies right on past the end zone. Did not make an effort to even hit the landing zone, Bronx. So they're going to gift him a drive starting at the 35. First and 10. Saints find themselves with some good field position starting out.
43! 43! There's a line!
Shaking off the pick quickly. He's going to throw. Oh, no. They get him yet again. And the Jets are going to have it. And he's going to hang on to that football. That's his first career interception.
The Jets take over first and 10 at the 39-yard line.
So fresh set of downs now from the 39. They'll run here on first down. Nothing doing on the outside there. No gain on the run. That's going to bring up second down. Moving quickly, trying to get sent.
It's a loss of a yard. Brings up second and 11 at the Saints' 39-yard line.
Now looking to throw. Escapes out to the left. He had it for a moment, but a great defensive play to jar it loose. Incomplete.
Once that quarterback broke the pocket, kind of turns into like a zone read option a little bit. Kate, you got a couple choices. Keep it yourself or try to force the throw. There was nowhere to go. He really should have used his legs.
17.
To the air on third and long. He intercepts it. That is exactly what they needed. Into the end zone he goes. Pick six and a New Orleans touchdown. You get a pick six. You get a pick six. These defenses, Brock, wow, they have competed. Seeing who ends up with the best highlight of the game, huh?
Highlight? You're going to call a pick six and multiple? Highlight, Kate?
No, even if it's your defense doing it, come on, B-Rock.
No highlight for a quarterback.
Mahomes leads his troops to the line, going for two.
43, 15.
The Saints will line up for the two-point conversion.
Back to work they go after the interception. And he's got it. That gets him two and puts them within a field goal here late.
Jets 35, Saints 32.
A quick chance at redemption after that pick six as it's sent away. And no return here. This is a touchback, and the ball's going to come out to the 20.
At their own 20-yard line.
Jets getting ready for this 1st and 10. Now they send their back in motion right. Back to the air following that pick 6. Completed to his running back. And he's going to be driven out by a defender just before he can get it up to midfield. It's a 29-yard gain. And that's good for a Jets 1st down.
That's just awesome, Kate. A little bit of multitasking on that catch. Primary focus, as I always say, is you got to catch it first. But out of the corner of his eye, he knew exactly where to go, and he gets a bunch of yak on top of it.
Back in the backfield, and he gets the handoff. And they come through with a big stop there. Got him down for a loss. They keep fighting back here in the 4th. Ooh, talk about a bad look there, Brock. Going jumbo set and still moving backwards after that play.
I don't think you're talking to this defense, Kate, because I think they thought that was an excellent look to knock that thing backwards.
Yeah, good point, good point. They break the huddle. It's 2nd down now. To throw. He's going deep. Brought in inside the 20. And he will take this across. Touchdown, New York. The Jets make it a 9-point advantage. Kicking team out to try the extra points. Right down the middle. It's good. And the Jets make it a 10-point ball game.
42. Saints 32.
On is the Jets kickoff team now to tee it up and send it away. And he just sends this out and over the end zone. So no threat of a return. They're going to spot the ball up at the 35 to begin this drive. Saints enjoying some good field position to start this drive off. 1st and 10 coming up.
Go, 43.
Not deterred by that pick. He's throwing again. Gets everything he has under this one. And they pick him off again. DJ Turner comes up with it. And the Jets will take it back to their own 30 before they're stopped. And that is where they're going to take over after the interception.
Jets take over 1st and 10 at their own 30-yard run.
Damn, I miss you, Chester. Sending love from my bass compressor. Ground control.
New York to the line. 1st and 10.
Let's get hurt. Forward, 18 Cardinal, 18 left, 18 left. 19 tight, 19 tight.
Shotgun snap, looking to throw. It isn't holding up. They're going to drop him. Moving quickly, trying to get set again.
Quarterback sacked. A loss of 5 yards. It's 2nd down.
Pass play now. Makes the grab in bounds left side. And he's going to be driven out by a defender just before he can get it up to midfield. Give him 24 on that play. And it's good for a New York 1st down. Shotgun snap, they'll throw. So rather than let the 2-minute warning hit, the defense burns the first of its timeouts. All right, one more snap before the 2-minute warning. second down. And the nice gain is met by a punishing hit to bring it to a halt. It's the 2-minute warning here in Minneapolis. Jets with a 10-point advantage. It's 3rd and 8. Need to get a chunk here. They give it to him again. He's limited to a gain of about 3, which means they are well short. This is 4th down.
He was tackled at the 46-yard line. A gain of 3 yards. It's now 4th down.
The lead looks safe, but the Pedals staying down. They're going for this.
18, 5 here. 60 by 6. Chap 60, chap 60.
Running back motions right. They're going to try to throw for it. He's got to his running back. And he's marked down, looks like at the 32-yard line. They left the offense out there on 4th down, Brock, and look at the results. A big gain, 15 yards, and a fresh set of downs, too.
Something out of nothing, Kate, that may as well be listed on his resume because he's so good at it. Caught that one near the line, and after that, it was all him. Turning a modest pass into far more than a modest gain.
Has the first down, and now Brock, the Jets can just run out the clock on this victory.
A gain of 13 yards. First down, New York.
They're going to pass it here. Cut near the goal line. And it's another first down on this drive. Man, this time they're into 1st and goal.
At the 1-yard line.
70 Lions.
Oh, Brock, look at this. He's setting up to throw it. Escapes the pocket. Into the end zone, but someone's able to knock it away. That's incomplete.
I can pretty much guarantee you, Kate, the minute that quarterback left the pocket, that D coordinator started to hold his breath. It is so hard when you play a dual-threat QB out on the run in space, especially down here in the red zone, but the defense rises to the occasion.
So after the incomplete pass, here comes 2nd and goal. He's going to throw it again. Forced out to his right. And got his man. Touchdown, New York. The Jets can put this out of reach as they make it a 16-point lead. It's plays like this that make him so we have a pause here inside 2 minutes. All reviews come from the booth, and they want to take one more look. Now the Jets keeping the offense on the field. They're going to go for 2.
The Jets will line up for a 2-point conversion.
He's dropping back to throw. And he goes out of bounds. Wow, major miscue there. And they're not going to get 2.
Jets 48, Saints 32.
On is the Jets kickoff team now to tee it up and send it away. Okay, well, that one's over the 20, the landing zone, and almost everything else we got here today. So that football coming out to our 35-yard line.
At their own 35-yard line.
1st and 10, Saints find themselves with some good field position starting out. On the carry, it's Hampton. And they're able to grind him to a halt after a picked up a 4.
That is simply a stay-on-schedule kind of run. Nothing more, nothing less, just right on schedule.
And like the Broadway Joe-led squad before them, this year's New York Jets are once again Super Bowl champions. This is something that's happened 9 times before, Brock, and now we've got number 10, winning back-to-back Super Bowls, which we talk about it often, an immeasurably difficult thing to do here in the NFL.
Yeah, puts you in some pretty elite air. So many of the groups who've done it are remembered as some of the greatest. The Packers